Welcome back to AM Northwest. The medical mystery series Body of Proof, starring Dana Delany, is back and begins its third season. And this season, there's a twist. A new police detective is on the case, and he just happens to have a past with Dr. Megan Hunt.
You have 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here.
Well, did my 20 years in New York. I needed a change of scenery. You always told me how great it was here.
No, it's just a coincidence you're here. You just happen to get this detail.
No, there was an opening. I took it.
It's never gonna work.
Why? We're both adults.
No, that's the problem, Tommy. You were never an adult. You actually thought this was a good idea.
I didn't say it was a good idea, but I did it anyway.
Whatever you thought was gonna happen between us, it's not.
Yeah, please welcome back to AM Northwest, Dana Delany. Well, congratulations first on the third season. I know that's a big deal, and you put a lot into a show, and so when it's successful, it's got to feel great.
It feels good, yeah.
Tell us about this season. You have an old boyfriend who has come back. How is that storyline going to play out this season?
Well, as you saw, it's the very handsome and talented Mark Valley.
Oh, yes.
So I'm happy about that. And there's a lot of push-pull. As you saw, I mean, he knew me 20 years ago, so he's the only person who really is not afraid of Megan and is not afraid of getting in her face and challenging her. And I will say that's the same thing with Mark Valley. He's not afraid of giving me the business, as they say.
So there seems to be, correct me if I'm wrong, but from the clips I've seen, there seems to be some chemistry between you two. So is there real chemistry between you two?
Oh, you can't fake that. That just has to be there.
Now, you two worked together before, so it's kind of fun that you're back together again. And I get the feeling this is a sexier, more exciting season.
Yes, definitely both. We have a lot more action this season, a lot more danger. Each episode will be a different event. Like the first 2 episodes is a kidnapping. We have plane crashes. We have exorcisms. We have mob wars. It's going to be it's a good season. I had fun doing it.
It sounds like a typical medical examiner's office to me. Exorcisms, mob wars. Now, this show, what's interesting about the show is your character, you know, as we learned in the first season, it's a great backstory. Neurosurgeon, a car accident, could no longer perform surgery. How much of the show do you like being about your character, and how much about these other kind of mysteries and problems?
I feel like there's a good balance. I mean, I think one thing that distinguishes Body of Proof is that we do have strong characters. It's not just the facts of the procedural. And I think that Megan, I love playing Megan. I love the fact that she's so smart. I love that she's snarky. I love that she's tenacious. And I also love that I think she's terrified. This season especially, we deal with her being absolutely terrified that she has to express her feelings, and that she, you know, that Tommy wants her to let him in, and she just is too scared to go there.
What do you have in common with Megan? Do you have anything in common with her? Are you snarky at all yourself?
I'm pretty snarky. Yeah, I'd say so. And I'm also I also am terrified of my feelings.
But you're an actress. What actress is terrified of feelings?
Yeah, but I get to put them in my work, so I don't have to do them in real life.
Oh, interesting.
So that is interesting. So you're saying you are as personally complicated as your character on TV?
I had an old boyfriend who said I was a complex carbohydrate.
Okay.
Well, now those are the better, but that's better than a simple carbohydrate, as we know on the show. So at least you're good for somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly right.
Well, now let me ask you then: is there any special man in your life these days?
No, I work, my hours are, I mean, it's a lot like Megan. I work such long hours that the idea of having to come home and actually talk to somebody, I don't think I could handle it.
Oh, well, you know what that is? That's 25 years of marriage.
We understand that.
You don't have to do that. And now in this show, your ex-husband's part of the storyline, your daughter. So there's a lot of stuff in Megan's life. Do you have a hard time balancing all of that in your own life too? All of family obligations, work, everything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably an awful thing to say, but it's nice to be able to say to people, I'm sorry, I can't see you, I'm working. That's pretty much what happens. When the weekends come, I am so tired that I can have dinner Saturday night, but that's about it. I can barely move.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's exhausting.
No, we understand. Well, it's a fun show, and I'm so glad it's back for a third season. And I want everyone to know that it airs on Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock, right here on K2. And I can't wait till we talk to you for the fourth season.
Thank you. Me too.
Thank you, Dana. Good to see you again.
That's a fun show.
I know.
It's really a good show.